We've learned the son of John Travolta has died. The actor's attorney tells us the 16-year-old had a seizure while on vacation with his family. Here now with more, Harvey Levin, managing editor of TMZ.com, and Dr. Lee Vinokur. She's an emergency room physician at the University of Maryland School of Medicine. And Harvey, let's begin with you. You guys were on the story in the beginning. What happened here?
Well, we got the tip actually from a hospital down in the Bahamas that 16-year-old Jett had died. We're told that he slipped in the bathtub. Now, he did have a seizure. We know that as well. We don't know whether he had a seizure and then slipped or the slip caused a seizure, but we do know that it was obviously serious enough that he died at the scene. They actually own a couple of suites at a hotel in the Bahamas, which is where this happened, but he died there. They were unable to resuscitate him. Now, the boy, Jett, he suffers from a disease that John Travolta says is Kawasaki syndrome, which is an immune deficiency disorder that could lead to a heart problem. But there have been reports that Travolta denies that the boy suffered from autism. But again, we know that a seizure in some way directly triggered this, at least what authorities are telling us.
All right, let's find out more about this Kawasaki syndrome, if that had anything to do with it. Dr. Vinokur, can you tell us a little bit more about Kawasaki syndrome, and could it cause seizures that would ultimately here cause the fall and the death of John Travolta's 16-year-old son, Jett?
Well, actually, Kawasaki's is a disease that is sort of the blood vessels. Nobody knows what causes it. It was named after Dr. Kawasaki, discovered it in '67. And the blood vessels in kids' hearts sort of get aneurysms. They balloon out, and then they can get clotted up, and it can cause heart attacks. And it can happen in blood vessels all over the body. But the most dangerous is really the blood vessels in the heart, not so much anything going on in the brain from most of the reports. And but it's diagnosed usually when kids are little, 2 years old, and you give them immune globulin because, as he said, it is an autoimmune disease where you sort of attack the blood vessels. Long term, you can have heart problems and joint problems, but most kids recover from it, and a small percentage that'll have serious heart problems can actually die from it, but usually they're younger.
Harvey, you know, we haven't really seen much of Jett Travolta in the public light. I mean, I remember when he was born, I recall that. It doesn't seem like it was 16 years ago, but not really in the spotlight.
No, he wasn't in the spotlight, Vinny. Travolta and Kelly Preston, his wife, pretty much kept that all private, both with Jett and the daughter, but we have seen him from time to time, and there weren't really a lot of pictures of them out in the Bahamas either. Apparently it's a place they go. Like I said, they apparently have 4 suites at this hotel, so it's a place that they do vacation, but they were vacationing pretty much in private until all of this happened.
And any word on the reaction of John Travolta and his wife to this terrible tragedy?
I'm sure it's horrifically predictable, but we haven't heard anything specifically.
All right, we're going to have more on the death of the son of legendary actor John Travolta. He was just 16 years old. Don't go anywhere.